Hello there, it's Lisa. Just want to say hello again. Hope you're all well. Just out enjoying the lovely weather. Just come up this path here, enjoying a lovely walk along here, and this is the path going the other way. Yeah, there we go. But I'm actually going to take a different path today because I started to explore a little bit around here. Wasn't really sure where I was going, but I thought I'm sure that I can find my way out if I got lost. So I'm just going to try and walk down here carefully if I can find the path. I think it's further up here. So as I was walking and discovering new paths along here, here we go, found the path. Here we go. Can't see. Anyway, there's a path down here. There's a little path through. There we go. Can you see that? The little path going through there. So normally I walk down here behind me and I go that way. But I discovered this new path the other day, like I said. So I've been walking down here. I went down here exploring, and I like to just have a little bit of a explore and adventure just because it's different, and when it's nice weather you can just backtrack if you get lost. So yeah, I went down here and discovered a new little path through the trees down here that I'd never been to before. So I've come through here a few times now, and when you come through here there's some absolutely beautiful trees in blossom, which is absolutely lovely. And it always reminds me, when you're going on new paths, this path reminds me of Proverbs 16 verse 9, I think it says, where a man plans his paths, but the steps are ordered by the Lord. So the steps are organised by God. And I think that happens to us. Sometimes we have our own plans, we have our own way. We think we're going a particular way. You can see the blossoms along here. It's lovely. I'm really making the most of this season. I love the spring season. But as you're going through different paths, and you think you're going one way, and then all of a sudden you end up on a diver, and you can be a bit confused or a little bit disorientated. God is not confused or disorientated, and when we commit our way to the Lord, then God directs our paths. That's another scripture, another Bible verse that is a really lovely one that I often refer back to. And at the moment, I think in most of our lives we probably had plans. I'm sure we did. Plans of how we were going to do things, plans of how we were going to just continue going to work, plans of how we were going to go on holiday, plans of how we were going to spend the next few months, plans of how we were going to have church, plans of how we were going to do all sorts of things, visit family, do all sorts of activities, and a lot of those plans have been disrupted. So it's almost like the path that we'd set our mind on, right, we're going to do this, I'm going to do that, or that's my normal routine, that path has been disrupted. Yeah, look at the beautiful trees around here, loads of them. So coming down this path and seeing all these lovely trees in blossom, it's just such a blessing. So I think sometimes that reminds me of sometimes when we go on a path that we're not used to, or a path that we weren't expecting, we often find things that we would never have seen or known or learned. That God can show us new things, and he can reveal new blessings on different paths that we weren't expecting. So like I said, God is not taken by surprise. Sometimes our plans change. We have a plan in our mind, in our heart, and our plans change. And God redirects our steps sometimes, or he just uses a circumstance to redirect us. And we may not understand everything that's going on. We may not understand the bigger picture, but God understands, and he uses everything for his good. So if you find yourself on a path that you weren't expecting, I think pretty much all of us are at the moment, to different degrees. If you find yourself on a different path, then just remember that is God who directs our steps. God is not taken by surprise, and he will lead you on the right path and through the right things, and you will discover things that you would never otherwise have known or understood or been blessed by if you hadn't have followed a different path that God led you to. So just wanted to leave that with you today and bless you that, God is in charge of your paths. You may plan your way, but God is the one who directs your steps. Bye.